Now, more than a month after thick black oil poured into the River Lea in East London, those living on the water say it is still polluted. The Environment Agency says it has removed 80,000 litres of oily water along with contaminated debris. But volunteers say the agency hasn't acted quickly enough, meaning they've been cleaning up the river themselves. Lorna Shaddick reports.
Back in February, much of the River Lea was filled with thick black oil. A month on, it still is. The Environment Agency says it's removed over 80,000 litres of polluted water since the 11th of February. It's still working to get rid of the rest, using tankers which it says are extra speedy. But local boaters who've been doing their own clean-up operations are living with the mess.
I don't think that they've managed or contained the oil properly or quickly enough. It's 1 month on and there's still oil 5 miles away from the original source.
The Environment Agency had been using Old Ford Lock at Hackney Wick as a final barrier to try and stop the oil spreading. But it doesn't seem to have worked. The oil spill happened over a month ago, several miles behind me, but it took the Environment Agency several weeks to set up a boom to try and catch the oil as it moved downstream. That boom has now been removed, and boaters told that they can untether their craft to try and dislodge the oil that has collected around them. That means that the oil has moved further downstream to this area, near the Olympic Park. Meanwhile, some towpaths are still littered with what's been fished out of the river, and the kitchen colanders volunteers used in the clean-up. Boaters think the Environment Agency and the Canal and River Trust need better coordination.
The fact that it's almost 5 weeks and it still looks this terrible, something has gone horribly wrong between those two agencies.
The Environment Agency says its officers are working round the clock to protect people and wildlife from pollution incidents, and they're working closely with Thames Water and the Canal and River Trust to investigate what happened here. As well as cleaning up, the agency says its priority is finding out who dumped the oil in the first place. Meanwhile, the boaters have been making their own booms to try and stop the oil damaging the hulls of their homes. And they've set up a petition calling for a review into what happened, to try and make sure scenes like this don't happen again. Lorna Shaddick, ITV News.